Alrighty, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Thursday Night Live coin and silver auction with me, Raven, of RavenHawk Coins. Super happy to be here tonight. You guys are absolutely amazing. Good to see Gator Train Chaser, Brother Doug Wagner, Brother Bill Driscoll, Emil G2, Create Craft Coins and Collectibles, Invisible River Ranch, Cool Things, Gilbert Rogers, Brian Jensen, Silverman92, John Camper. I saw that there was Frank Mons in here earlier. Mr. Mons. Tom Thumb, Silver Chupacabra in Marsh. How you doing? Joe Must Be is here. Joe, I got something that I think you'd find really cool. I didn't put this in the auction because I want to make a video on it. I haven't seen one this choppy in a long time. Look at this. Those are killer chop marks on this. And on the reverse, the only problem I have is somebody put some scratches on the face. You can kind of catch them right there by my finger. But that thing is absolutely a beast. I thought about you. What is up, Happy Bear, Shadrack 777, Ringmaster Ray? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Silver Slinky, Bombay Sapphire, Cassie Hall, y'all. Good to see you, along with Alan Hall. Ben the Last Morgan says, Roy Boy, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Roy. I appreciate you, brother. Let me put Roy Boy. And that was the 1884 O Morgan. So we are sold out on the buy it nows. Now it wasn't a lot. I wish I could have gotten more of those for you guys, but it's all the gentleman had. But that is cool. Guys, a $5 super chat from Cool Thing says, Yeehaw, good to see y'all. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Vincent C is here. Good to see you. Bombay Sapphire, I think I said hi. Silver Wishes, how you doing? So our first giveaway of the night is going to be a toner. Right there. This toner is a 68, but it is nicely toned. Pretty darn cool. So we're going to give that away. I'm going to turn on the night bot. Jake Thomas. Where can you get one of those powerful rare magnets you showed detecting the fake coins? Really appreciate that episode. Jake Thomas, you can order them online, or you can come into the shop if you're in Oklahoma, or email me and I can get my hands on one for you. I'm not sure how much they cost, but I can definitely get one. I think they're about 10 or 15 bucks at the most. It might be cheaper, but I can definitely get you one. Brown Sugar 0069, how you doing? Good to see you. Harley Babe is here. All right, let's start the early bird giveaway for everybody. I know we're starting a couple minutes early, and this is a short stream, guys. I've only got 15 items tonight. I am going down to Port Arthur, Texas for a coin show. What's up, Jimmy Lacari, Mike Schleiz, Richard Cornell? Good to see you guys. Little Penny James Werner. Silver Gator Train Chasers here. Eric A, the man, the myth, the legend. Silver Benji, how you doing? KCB. Thank you, Joe Must Be. I appreciate you, brother. But yeah, we're going down. I'm going down to Texas. I have a show that is. It takes about 8 hours, I think. Or let me double check here. While we got the giveaway started, I'm going to see how long it takes to get to Port Arthur. Give me a second here. Port Arthur. Seven hours and 47 minutes, so roughly a little over 8 hours because you take a couple stops here and there, you know, especially when you got kids. But I'm going to drive down to Fort Worth and then get up early in the morning and finish the rest of the trip. What's up, Joe Overly? Bobby Silvercrest and Wolf Tracks Especialos here. KCB, Bigfoot, Yoxnav. Good to see everybody. If I missed anybody, I apologize. What's up, Chapo52, Mustang Dave? So I have a coin show down there at Port Arthur. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you, Jimmy Lacari. I appreciate you. And then I'm going to do a little fishing on Sunday. I'm hoping to slay some reds and maybe some halibut. You guys call it flounder. What's up, Sean Martin? Buy up gold and silver. Good to see you, my friend. Silverman 92. What you gonna do? But good to see you guys. Port Arthur is a haul. We did it last year. It was a great show. Great video. Thank you for posting that. Always good to educate about the fakes that are out there, says Wolf Tracks. Thank you, Wolf Tracks. I appreciate that. Cool things. Right on. Maybe you can make the show. Oh, other bot. Yep. Thanks, Create Craft. I appreciate it, brother. What would I do without Create Craft? I'd be in a world of trouble. All right. Keeping me honest and going. No, San Fran's a little bit, quite a bit longer than going to Port Arthur. Port Arthur is 8 hours, a little over. Down the road, when I have some time where I can take off, like 10 days or so kind of thing, then I will make my way towards California. So if you guys haven't seen today's new video, check it out. It's going to be pretty cool. All right, let's see. We're going to give this another minute or two to let people get in. I know that sometimes YouTube takes a minute to let people know we're live. And, oh, and by the way, I got a bonus item that we're giving away, courtesy of Mike Sampson. Ladies and gentlemen, this is really cool. NGC slabbed and certified from Italy. It's a lira from 1940. It's genuine. It's non-magnetic is what it says. It's from World War II. And guys, Michael LeFew, 35 months as a RavenHawk. Almost 3 years, brother. It's coming quick. But a big thank you and shout out to Mike Sampson for these. I've had them for a little while, and I kept forgetting to give them away. So that's being added to the early bird. And then we'll add. He gave me another one that I'm going to add to the midstream. Doug Wagner, 40 months. Shadrach, 27 months. Holy smokes, guys. Unbelievable. Coins from the Canary Islands. Yeah, I've seen some. Joe Must Be, 28 months as a Copper Falcon. Says fun, fun, fun. All right. Doug Harding, 13 months. Fantastico, other Doug. Wow. Doug Wagner, 3 years and 4 months, guys. That's unbelievable. B. Roos in the nest. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Matter of fact, I know why my ears are ringing. I got my volume turned up so loud on myself. Frank Mons, 1 month away from 3 years as a platinum. Penguin says, sup, nesters? All right, guys, let's see who the winner is of the early bird giveaway in 3, 2, 1. Booyah! That one, VR4, ladies and gentlemen. That one, VR4, a Crafty Dragon, 37 months. Invisible River Ranch, 3 years at 36 months. Holy smokes, guys. But that one, VR4, is our lucky winner. All right, brother. And matter of fact, when I close this, I'm going to show you that coin that Mike donated up close because that was really cool of him. We're going to add the next one to the midstream right here. This is what Mike Sampson gave me to give to the nest as an extra giveaway. So we're going to put that with the midstream. And yeah, we're going to get on with the auction. Like I said before, only 15 items. Tonight will go pretty quick. But hey, we're not skimping. We're still giving away a lot of cool stuff. First item on the night, ladies and gentlemen, is a beautiful proof, at least a 64, 41 Merc silver dime. I'm going to try to see if the invisible scope is working for us tonight. Oh, darn it. It started flickering. It's doing a little bit better. So this is the proof coin right here. I think I got the resolution down some, so I think it's helping. But we still need to figure out the scope better. But you can see this is a proof 41 Merc. You rarely ever see them raw. It came in a little tin package. And really cool coin. I do have a reserve bid at 140. In a 64, they go for quite a bit more than that. But I want to be fair for you guys and show it to you. So that's what we're doing. And good luck, everybody. Good luck. Ty McFadden, it just came into the shop the other day. And I'm not going to get it graded myself. I don't want to wait the 3 to 6 months, you know. Especialo, yes, I actually changed the resolution down quite a bit. And if this coin doesn't go, you know, it'll go with me down to Port Arthur. There's no problem with that at all, but I was given the nest the first shot because it is literally was just put in the shop 2 days ago. I was lucky to get my hands on it. And yeah, we'll go from there. All right, well, I don't see anybody jumping on the proof Merc going once. Going twice. Especialo coming in at 140, ladies and gentlemen. Holy smokes. Going once, looking for 145 to stay alive. That is a cool, cool coin for sure. Going twice, Especialo in the lead. At 140, looking for 145. Last call for Mr. Al. Key. Hall. It's a beautiful coin, just like my mom. So you got good taste there, Especialo. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Especialo at 140, looking for 145. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is going to be sold to Especialo 1 for 140, ladies and gentlemen. Sam Wilson, no, I said my mother is beautiful like a Merc dime. All right, so let me put Especialo on there. Congratulations, nice pickup there. And we're on to lot number 2, like we're Mr. LeFew. I think I need a new video card is what the issue is with the scope, unfortunately. All right, next item up, guys. We have this really cool 1978 100 pesos. That sucker is toned to the bone. And very cool coin. I do have a description there for it, and I think it's worth about 45 bucks, give or take. Cool Things had to bite his thumbs. That's funny. But we will start the bid off at a whole $1. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. All right, my friends. The bidding's coming in. What is going to happen, you just never know. Invisible River Ranch, I do not know. I know enough about computers to be dangerous, but not enough to know what the card in there is or anything like that. Cool Things at 5. Joe Overly at a whopping 7. Joe in the lead at $7. Cool Things at 9. Staying fine. What's up, Steve LaPointe? L.A. Point. Yeah. Guys, Cool Things coming in at 15. Dropping the not so much of a bomb on us. Guys, at 15, holy cow, what a steal going once. That'd be literally half the just the silver price of it. I'm an expert on getting a computer virus, says Richard Cornels. Overlay at 17. Doug Harding at 25. I'm going to get... It's crickets. We're going to get a new battery before we know it. Cool Things at 26 in the mix, ladies and gentlemen. Looking for 27, going once. My smoke detector needs new batteries. Going twice, that's funny. Cool Things in the lead at 26. Scorpio coming in at 27, ladies and gentlemen. Eric A says, beep, beep. Going once. Scorpio in the lead at 27. Cool Things at 28. Looking for 29 to make it fine. Do we hear 29? Going one time. What's up, Rockzilla? Cool Things in the lead at 28. Going twice, my friends. Cool Things about to get a heck of a deal. You can't get these even at the shows for, I think, less than 30. For just regular run-of-the-mill. Last call. Doug Harding at 30. Scorpio was in there, but Doug Harding with the higher bid going once at 30. Looking for 31 to get her done. Cool Things coming in at 31. With the snopage. Cool Things in the lead at 31. Do we hear 32? Scorpio at 32, ladies and gentlemen. We got a battle going on. Going once. Scorpio in the lead at 32. Looking for 33. Going twice. Cool Things at 33, ladies and gentlemen. Going once. Cool Things in the lead at 33. Looking for 34 to get out the door. Going twice. Cool Things in the lead. Last call for Mr. Al Key. Ho, ho, ho. Cool Things in the lead at 33. Will it hold? Will it be sold? My ode to the one and only Sherlani. All right, ladies and gentlemen, all in fair warning. Warning. It looks like this bad round is going to be sold to Cool Things for 33, ladies and gentlemen. Holy cow. What a deal. Congratulations to Cool Things. Cool Things. Good stuff. All right. Next item up for grabs, lot number 3, in honor of Johnny T. We have a Barber $50. $1907, a little better year. This is at least a VG10. Very cool coin. It's got a full rim and everything, and it's a better year. I do have a reserve bid of $30 on it. I think that's pretty fair. So good luck, my friends. Good luck. Good to see Roy Boy in the nest. Steve LaPointe coming in with the George. George. All right, LaPointe, the only bidder right now. We got a slow running going once. LaPointe in the lead at 30, going twice. LaPointe in the lead. Last call for Mr. Al. Key. Hall, ladies and gentlemen. LaPointe. David McGowan coming in at 31, son. David McGowan in the lead at 31, looking for 32, going once. LaPointe at 32, going once, my friends. LaPointe in the lead, going twice. McGowan coming in at 35 and staying alive, looking for 36, going once. Looking for 36, going twice, my friends. Once, twice, 3 times for the Nesties. David McGowan in the lead. Looking for 36 in the mix. Do we hear it? All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is going to be sold to David McGowan for 35. Frank Mon says, they got the memo that these things aren't being made anymore. What's up, Roadkill? How you doing, man? All right, let me get David. Mick. And I'm pretty sure I recognize David from prior auctions. I know I've seen the name. All right, next coin up for grabs. We have lot number 4. Halo is awesome. What's up, my friend? Welcome to the nest. All right, next item up, my friends. We have a 1953 Washington Silver Quarter BU. It's got a little toning starting at the bottom. And that's our next item for grabs. And let's see here. Give me 1 second. We're going to say the starting bid, on this coin for a beautiful would be $8. Good luck, everybody. I had to tease a little, have some fun. But we got Edward Lee, Mr. Lee coming in at 10, looking for 11, ladies and gentlemen. LaPointe, Mr. L.A. Point trying to get in there. L.A. Point in the lead at 12. Brother Bill Driscoll trying to get in there as well, but Mr. LaPointe in there. Buy up gold and silver at 15 with the Snope, ladies and gentlemen. Buy up gold and silver in the lead at 15, looking for 16, going once. Buy up gold and silver in the lead, going twice, my friends. We don't slow roll. You know how it is. Steve LaPointe coming in at 17 with the Snopage. Brother Bill trying to get in there, but LaPointe in the lead at 17, looking for 18. I think sometimes Raven just makes up the opening bid. LOL, $8. I do. I really do, Frank. All right, my friends. Bill Driscoll, a buy up gold and silver coming in at 18, ladies and gentlemen, looking for 19. Bill Driscoll is out, going once. Buy up in the lead at 18, going twice. Buy up gold and silver in the lead, looking for 19. Buy up in the lead at 18, ladies and gentlemen, all in. Fair warning. What warning? This bad coin is sold to Mr. Buy Up Gold and Silver for 18. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Steve LaPointe. I appreciate you, bros. You guys rock. All right, so Buy Up Gold and silver. Thank you, brother, man. Oh yeah, opening bids shouldn't ever be an issue. I just like having some fun, keeping you guys on your toes. All right, next one up, my friends. This one's really cool. This is from Peru. It's a half sol, and you can see right there in front of the pillar, there's actually a lamination error. I'm gonna turn on the invisible scope for a second and show you guys right there. That's a lamination error, but it does have a couple scratches right here in the coin that, you know, it's kind of a bummer that those scratches are there, but it happens. But that lamination is really cool. I have not seen one of those in a half sol before. And these are silver, so it still has its value as silver. With that error, I think it's worth about 25 bucks because of the scratches. We'll say the starting bid is 10 bucks. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Off-Road Adventures, what's going on? Doug Harding coming in with Lucky 13, ladies and gentlemen. Doug, Mr. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious in the lead at 13, looking for 14. Doug in the lead, going once. Doug at 13, holding strong, going twice. Doug in the lead. You just never know, but it's once, it's twice, it's 3 times for the Nesties, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are getting some super deals tonight. Holy cow. Alrighty, where were we? 13. All in. Fair warning, this bad coin is sold to Doug Harding for $13. That is a heck of a deal, brother. Yeah, you're welcome, my friend. Alright, so Doug Harding. Auctions have been different lately, that's for sure. And on that coin, I did not break even. But hey, it's all good. You guys treat me good. It all works out in the end. Guys, I'm late. Bad dog to the kennel I go, says J-Dog. Arr! All right, next one up, ladies and gentlemen, the 1953 Hidalgo, 72% silver. So this is a centennial commemorative coin. And I don't clean coins up. Some people would say I should have dipped this one, but I don't do that. If you want to do it yourself, you can. There's nothing wrong with what they call dipping because it does take some of that stuff off of there. Coin's worth at least 40 bucks. On this one, starting bid would be... What's up, Sublime Mad Dog? We're going to say starting bid's 25. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. It's got 0.6431 ounces of silver. So it's over a half ounce of silver weight. Joe Overly coming in at 25, ladies and gentlemen. Overly in the lead at 25. Looking for 26 in the mix. Yeah, you got to be careful on saying certain. You know what? I saw a documentary about the 88 thing, and I understand why. It's about a white supremacist thing. It really shocked me that literally a day or so after it, I was watching a documentary, and that number is something they use. Edward Lee in at 26, looking for 27, going once. Edward Lee at 26, looking for 27. Do we hear 27? Going twice. I watch a lot of documentaries. And yeah, I was watching one on how they got rid of the Aryan Brotherhood in Texas, like a lot of the guys. And then it explained all their different tattoos and the meanings, and the 8-8 thing came up. What's up, James Barron? Last call, my friends. Edward Lee. Guys, you guys are kicking my butt tonight. Holy cow. Brother Bill Driscoll coming in with the Snope at the last second. With the partial. George going once. We watch Netflix every night, says Create Craft. Edward Lee at 28. What's up, James Barron? Good to see you. Going once again. Wait, that should have been twice. Sorry. Going twice. Cool Things coming in at 30. Going once, my friends. Jura Jones in the nest. Going twice. It's once. It's twice. It's 3 times for the nesties. Cool Things in the lead at 30 bucks. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold. To Cool Thing. Oh, wait. Did Edward Lee get in? Hold on. Let me take a look. Oh, Edward Lee with the snow. Holy cow. Super timing. Going once at 31. Looking for 32 like we're Michael LeFew. Going twice. What's up, Red, White, Blue Land? Good to see you, brother. All right, guys. Lee in the lead. Oh, you know what? I got to put that back to life. Chat. 32 to your pew, says Cool Things. Going once. Oh, that's too funny. Going Gaunt Weiss. Cool Things in the lead at 32. Looking for 33. Lackward Johnny T. Last call for Mr. Ow. Key. Ho, ho. You know what? That reminds me. I had an email from Johnny T. and I forgot to respond to him. Oh, Edward Lee says 33 to your pew pew. Look out, guys. We got a war between Lee and Things. Going once to Lee. Super Snope. Going twice, my friends. The battle rages on. 33 from the Lee, says Cool Things. 34 from Cool Things. Oh, my goodness. I hope so, too, Create Craft. Johnny and Marlia are good people. Going twice. Got a pew-pew battle, says Mustang. Mike Sampson says howdy from Gainesville. Good to see you, Mike. Mike, we got your giveaway coins, and everybody said thank you earlier, so really appreciate that, bro. Going once. The ones that you got me, the ones from Italy that have been sitting on my desk. Matter of fact, the midstream giveaway, the next one will be given out. Going twice. Lee in the lead. Last call for Mr. Ow. Key. What's up, Visterion? Ho. Lee in the lead. Things versus Lee. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold. To Edward Lee. For 35. Heck of a battle, guys. That was fun. You guys are awesome. All right, Edward Lee. And we'll do a giveaway after lot number 8. So next lot is lot number 7. We're already almost halfway through the show, my friends. And guys, I have to tell you something. I have to say thank you so much for all the support we've been getting lately. The videos are doing phenomenal. You know, we're really trying to make sure we keep bringing you good stuff. Matter of fact, we're going to start with Coin Shop Talk. We're literally going to cover a lot of cool things about specific coins and what they are and how to recognize them and stuff. All right, next thing up, 1941 BU Washington Silver Quarter, ladies and gentlemen. 1941's got a little toning going on. Worth about 20 bones, give or take. And we'll start the bid on this one. $9. Video card should be okay. Just needs an update. So, guys, Scorpio coming in at 10. A Morgan grading video would be great. Yeah, we're gonna talk about a lot of stuff, and I'll talk to Stephanie about grading specific videos as well. You, Stephanie, and Sean rock. Thank you, J-Dog. Guys, LaPointe at 13. McGowan at 14, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're looking for 15. Yes, the big quince. Rockzilla coming in at 15. Rockzilla. Steve LaPointe at 17 with the partial George. Going once at 17 to LaPointe. Looking for 18, ladies and gentlemen. Great information on the Coin Shop Talk videos. Thank you, brother. You can't drive. 55. Des Logic. 55 months as a Copper Falcon, guys. Holy cow. Going twice. LaPointe in the lead at 17. I'm loving season 2, says Cool Things. Thank you, brother. Really trying hard to give you guys good content. And, you know, being a lone wolf most of the time, I'm having a lot of fun doing it. I'm glad. I'm very lucky to have Stephanie and Sean to help me out. All right, guys. Steve LaPointe in the lead at 17. And I'm going to keep doing more videos about gold and silver market and what's going on with that too. Because I've got a lot of knowledge in my little brain. All right, everybody. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is stole to Steve LaPointe for 17, ladies and gentlemen. 55 months. Thank you, Des. Des has been with me a long time. Him and Chris Nab and even LaPointe, Fontaine is still around, guys. He says send it to Frank Mons. All right, will do. Cool. Going to Mr. Mons. Insane in the membrane. Matter of fact, you know how I am. We give some love. We add some love. Let me see here. I'll add to the midstream giveaway in honor of LaPointe a BU quarter, guys. Now, that's just being generous. Okay, where? Oh, there's my stapler. Okay, the midstream's turning out to be pretty epic, guys. What's up, Stacking Surveyor? Anybody in Ohio? Oh, wow, Joe, you're going to Ohio on November 1st? Wow. That's a long drive. I'm going to be in Grapevine for that weekend. All right, next one up, 1972 from Austria. This is 50 shillings over a half ounce of silver. This sucker's BU, and it's a great coin. Not very many of those available on the market from what I saw. And starting bid on this one is 25. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Yeah, that is the Philharmonic building, huh? Guys, Edward Lee coming in at 30. What's up, CM Silver? Eric A trying to get in there, but Lee in the lead at 30, looking for 31, ladies and gentlemen. Lee in the lead, going once. Edward Lee in the lead at 30, looking for 31, going twice. I live right across the river from Ohio in the northern panhandle of West by God, Virginia. Right on. I switched to live chat just in case. Yeah, you got to go with live. Last call for Mr. Al. Key Hall in the lead, says Cool Things. Edward Lee at 30, looking for 31. All right, ladies and gentlemen. all in. Fair warning. It looks like this bad coin is sold to Edward Lee for 30. 7 stacks. How you doing? All right. Time to do a giveaway, ladies and gentlemen. Now we have the BU quarter, the item from Mr. Mike Sanson, and the Canadian dollar, my friends. These 3 items are all in the giveaway right now. So let me move this and show this. I'm going to turn on the night bot. And then I will be back in about 3 minutes, guys. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. First things first, I'ma say all the things in my head. You know what? I've had these a while. It's a midstream giveaway right now. I don't know if I should keep them. I got some to go to Texas. For $2. They're all pirated. All right, everybody. Let's see who the lucky winner of chicken dinner is going to be in 3, 2, 1. Boom! Harley Babe. Holy smokes, my friends. Harley Babe, you just made out like a bandito. You got yourself the Canadian Death Dollar, the BU quarter, and the Italy coin. Absolutely free. You're welcome, hon. Harley Babe. I think it's been a while since you got a win, so congratulations. All right. Next item up, my friends, is lot number 9. Let me close out this. All right. Let's get lot number 9 out. What's up, Renegade? We have a lot, 2-coin lot, 1922 and 1924 Mexican pesos. They're up for grabs. They're 0.3856 of silver weight. These ones have been a little more circulated, but they are older. 22 and 24 you don't see very often. So we got those 2 coins together. And let's see here. We'll start the bid at 20. It was going to be 25. The starting bid's supposed to be 25, guys. That's a typo. What's up, Vote for Pedro? Cool Things coming in at 26. CM getting in there, but Cool Things just a little bit quicker. Doug Harding at 30. LaPointe and CM and Des Logic were in there, but Doug Harding in the lead. Red White trying to get in there. Doug Harding at 30, looking for 31. Scorpio at 32. CM Silver at 33, ladies and gentlemen. CM in the lead at 33. Halo is awesome. Have you been registered? Cool Things at 35. Red, White, Blue at 36. Or 38. Coming in at 40 is Red, White, Blue. Holy cow. Halo is good. Okay, Halo had a legit bid, so he's good. Crate Craft, thank you, brother. All right, guys, Doug Harding at 41. Looking for 42, going once. Cool Things at 42, going once. Cool Things in the lead. Halo at 45 and staying alive, ladies and gentlemen. Going once. Halo in the lead. Going twice. Looking for 46. Last call for Mr. Owl. Key. Cool Things coming in at 46 in the mix. Going once. Doug Harding is oot. Going twice. Good to see Vote for Pedro in the nest. If you guys don't know about Vote for Pedro, check him out. He does the Wounded Warrior auctions. I'll be a part of that in the next couple weeks. Matter of fact, I got a package the other day from a friend of his and on his behalf for when I'm up on that show. Going once. What's up, Jack Covert in the nest? Going twice. Emil Flaggersturm, welcome to the nest. All right. Vote for Pedro at 48, looking for 49. Renegade already voted. All right, guys. Vote for Pedro at 48. All in. Fair warning. This bad bag coins are sold to Vote for Pedro for 48. We got 107 plus likes. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Vote for Pedro. Thank you, brother. I voted for Dynamite. What's up, John Shank? Emil, you're definitely welcome, brother. We'd love seeing new faces in the nest and appreciate you subbing. All right, we're on to... Oh, hold on. Let me find Vote for... Okay, so Vote for Pedro wants me to add that to his stuff for the Wounded Warrior thing. That's awesome. Let me put that on here. Wounded Warrior. And you guys are free to donate stuff. If you end up buying something, you want to donate it for the cause, you can just say that you want it to go to Wounded Warrior, and it'll be part of that auction coming up in November. All right, next item up is from 1881, a shilling from Great Britain. This one is actually, that's in really nice condition. These things are usually super beat up when you find them, but this one's pretty good. And I think I got it underpriced, but it's all good. We'll start the bid on this one at 25. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Guys, we got Halo at 26. Vote for Pedro trying to get in. CM Silver dropping the bomb at 33. Halo at 35, ladies and gentlemen. Halo in the lead at 35. Looking for 36 in the mix. Dewey here 36. CM Silver dropping the partial bomb on us at 40. Going once, my friends. CM in the lead at 40. Looking for 41. Going twice. CM in the lead. Halo's a regular on RFT. Awesome. What's up, Mr. Sneaky? Last call from Mr. Al. Key. Ho, 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 ho. CM in the lead. What's up, Truth Seeker? And on Seekers. Nice. Well, thank you for being here, brother. I appreciate that. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold. To CM Silver for 40 bucks. Yeah, I'm not going on whatnot, Mr. Sneaky, but thank you for the suggestion. All right. Oh, red, white, and blue land just missed it. Sorry, brother. All right, lot number 11 coming up next is a 1942 Washington BU quarter. Actually, you know what? It's still BU. It's got like a little bitty little rub. I'm going to say AU/BU, guys. I'm going to say that it's still, I mean, it's got great luster. The detail and everything is really nice. But right there on his cheek, he's got a little bit of a rub. So I'm going to drop that to more of an AU/BU. Still worth a good amount for a silver quarter, but, you know, got to be honest. And I didn't catch that until we saw it in the camera there. All right, we're going to start the bid off on this one for $9. Full wings. All right, guys, vote for Pedro coming in at 10. Emil trying to get in there at 13. Emil, I have to have you register, brother. So right now my highest vote is Halo coming in at 14. Dave McGowan at 15, ladies and gentlemen. Dave in the lead. Halo at 16, looking for 17, going once. And Red, White, Blue Land at 17, going once, looking for 18, ladies and gentlemen. Halo at 18. Now we're looking for 19, going once. Halo in the lead, going twice. Halo at 18, looking for 19. Last call for Mr. Al. Steve LaPointe coming in at 20 with the Snope. Red, white, and blue trying to get in there, but Steve LaPointe in the lead, going once. Red, white, and blue at 21, looking for 22, going once. Red, white, blue land in the lead, going twice. Red, white, blue in the lead. Last call from Mr. Al. Key Hall, ladies and gentlemen. Steve LaPointe in the lead. No, wait, I'm sorry. Red, white, and blue in the lead at 21. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Red, White, Blue Land for 21. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Red, White, Blue. All right. Red, White, Pew. That's funny for the pew pew. I actually had the pleasure of meeting Red, White, Blue the other day. Real nice guy. All right, lot number 12 coming up. We only got 15 on the night, so this is going to be a quick night. From Belgium, 1954, the 100 francs, just under a half ounce of silver. This one is very beautifully BU. So let me get the description here. And we'll start the bid on this one at 25. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Guys, Steve LaPointe at 25. Edward Lee with the Snow coming in at 30, ladies and gentlemen. Lee in the lead. Where's it going to go? We just never know. Going once at 30, looking for 31. Do we hear 31? Going twice. Guys, Cushy Tushy Bunnies and Bees just subscribed. Welcome to the nest. Emo the Fish Keeper at 32. Vote for Pedro was in there, but Emo in the lead. Looking for 33. Going once. Emo in the lead at 32. Looking for 33. Going twice. Emo in the lead at 32. Looking for 33. Last call for Mr. Al. Key. Ho, 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 ho. Edward Lee at 33, ladies and gentlemen. I cut down trees so I can see the mountains more. Invisible River Ranch. Going twice. Lee in the lead. Last call for Mr. Al. Key. Hall, ladies and gentlemen. Lee in the lead at 33. Looking for 34. All in. Fair warning. Warning. Guys, Emo at 34. Holy cow, with the snow. Going once, looking for 35 to stay alive. Going twice. Last call, Edward Lee at 35. Looking for 36. Going once. Going twice. Last call, Emo at 36. Going once. Twice. 3 times for the nest. Do we hear 37? All in. Fair warning. This bad bag coin is going to be sold to Emo, the Fish Keeper, for 36. What a battle, guys. Holy cow. Hopefully nobody got hit in the trenches. All right, so Emo, E-M-O, the Fish Keeper. All right. Congratulations, brother, and thank you. Cool things. Cool things. I need a drink. All right. Next item up. We have, this thing was really cool. $20.25 Beowulf and the Dragon, 1 ounce, 2 pounds. That thing is pretty darn neat. They were going for about $65 online, 60 sometimes. We'll start it off where silver is at 49. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Guys, Joe Overly coming in at 49. Mike Sampson at 55. Emo was in there, but Sampson in the lead because he can't drive. 55. 55. Going once to Samson at 55. Looking for 56. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Mike Sampson in there at 55. Eric A says he's at 56, ladies and gentlemen. Eric A with the snow. Going once. Going twice. Last call. Eric A at 56, ladies and gentlemen, all in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is sold to Eric A for 56. Scorpio, I read the book too. I think that it was in like 7th or 8th grade I read it. All right, Eric A with the win. Mike Sampson was in there. He was in at 55. He was hoping. He had his fingers crossed. He's like, I think I'm going to get it. I might get it. All right. Lot number 14. This one's really cool. They only made 250 of these, from what I understand, because it literally says it right on the packaging. So it is a Kyle Kirkwood made by Jerium Bullion. Right there, you can see 250 minted, 1 ounce of their colorized edition. Halo, is great seeing you, man. I appreciate you, brother. Look forward to you in the next one. We do these every Thursday night, my friend. And there you can see 7/27/2025, the Andretti style. I do have a reserve bid on this one at 55 because it's a pretty low mintage. It should be worth quite a bit at some point. But there we go. Reserve at 55. Good luck, people. Oh, good luck. James Warner coming in at 55. Emil Fagerstorm is now a Rhodium Raven. Holy cow. Right on, Emil. Mustang Dave trying to get in there. Emo in the lead at 56. Covert trying to get in there. Emil, thank you for the support, my friend. Wow. Very cool. Going once. Jack Covert at 57, ladies and gentlemen. Mustang Dave at 58. Looking for 59. Going once. Renegade at 59. Looking for 60. James Warner at 60, ladies and gentlemen. Got in there before Emo. Warner in the lead. Going once. Very cool. Going twice. Red, white, blue land at 61, ladies and gentlemen. We got some battling going on. Going once. Red, white in the lead. Going twice at 61. Looking for 62. Like we're Mr. LeFew. What you gonna do? Last call from Mr. Al Key. Emo at 62, ladies and gentlemen. Emo in the lead at 62. Looking for 63. Going once. Red, white at 63, ladies and gentlemen. Looking for 64. Going once. Going twice to red, white. Last call from Mr. Al Key. Hall, ladies and gentlemen. Red, white in the lead at 63. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold around to red, white, blue land for 63. What a battle, guys. Congratulations to red, white, blue. And Emil, thank you so much for becoming the highest level that I have in the show. And Emil, do me a favor, if you can, make sure that you email me at ravenhawkcoins@gmail.com so that we can make sure that when we do the rewards for that level that you get your stuff. Can I drop a shout out for one of my friends? Mudswat, sure. Mudswat wants to shout somebody out. I don't have a problem with that. I appreciate it. Oh, and Emil, in that email, make sure you give us your address and everything so that we can do that when we do the rewards for that level. Ladies and gentlemen, we got this War Nickel set here, all 11. There are some beauties in here and some good candidates if you wanted to send them in and try to get some full steps. There's like a couple in there that look like they're pretty good candidates, but that's something you really got to think about because if they don't give you the designation, it's expensive. But this is still a very nice uncirculated set. Whoever owned it before kept it in that case forever. I do have a minimum bid on this, the reserve at 110. I think that's really fair. I know I say that a lot when it comes to coins, but guys, you got to understand that I try to do this to where it's as fair as possible to you guys. That I'm still able to make some profit to be able to do this, and you guys get a really cool collectible item in your stack. All right, my friends. So for this one, like I said, 110 is actually not bad because if you're thinking about it, most of these go for about 12 to 15 bucks BU. So you got 11. 110 is less than that. It's an older plastic holder. It doesn't say Capital Plastics, but it is in that style. Mustang Dave coming in at 110, ladies and gentlemen. Mustang Dave in the lead with the George. George. Zeke Rodriguez. What's up, brother Zeke, coming in as a Silver Hawk. Going once to Mustang Dave, guys. Mr. Doughboy is having personal health problems. And they're doing an auction on Ida herrings. See, here's the thing. Why didn't Ida send me an email? I would have talked about that at the beginning of the show. Going twice. I don't understand how that happens, but it's not the first time that somebody's wanted some help. And then when I see it's on Ida's channel, all she had to do is, she has my phone number. She could have texted me. But I'm glad you said something, so hopefully, some people can get over there. Unfortunately, I'm going to be on the road in the morning, brother. I won't be able to be there. I would like to help, but darn it. All right, guys. Mustang Dave in the lead at 110. All in. Fair warning. This bad set is sold to Mustang Dave for a heck of a deal. Congrats on that one, Mustang. All right. All right, guys. It is time to do the end of stream giveaway. But first, I want to say thank you to the hardest working mods in the business, especially Create Craft, for keeping up with all he keeps up with. Everybody that bought something this evening, Especialo One, Cool Things, Dave McGowan, Buy Up Gold and Silver, Doug Harding, Steve LaPointe, Edward Lee, Vote for Pedro, CM Silver, Red, White, and Blue Land, Emo the Fish Keeper, Eric A, Mustang Dave, James Warner, Scorpio, B-Roo, Silver Chupacabra, and Roy Boy. Ladies and gentlemen, very, very cool. I appreciate you guys more than you know. And it's always a good time. Let me see something here. I think I got it. All right. So we're giving away this beautiful. Check this out. Who else does this? 1928 $2 red seal. And to show you that it's a really nice note, Hear that? That nice flap? That means it's a good note. You can see there's no major folds or anything in it. All right. I am not ruining it, Stacking Surveyor. Now, if I creased it, that would be a problem. I know what I'm doing when it comes to notes. All right, let's get the giveaway going. Let me turn that on. Hold on, I'm having a technical difficulty here. There we go. All right, that is on. Guys, I will be back in a couple minutes to pick a winner. Good luck, my friends. And you know what? I'm going to add something on to this giveaway, guys. I'm going to add a 50-cent piece from Canada from 1951 just to throw a little silver into the mix. But I will be back in a couple minutes. All right, my friends. It is time to see who's going to be the winner. Again, thank you for everybody for being here. All the mods, you guys are absolutely amazing. CM Silver, Mustang Dave, Steve LaPointe, Vote for Pedro, Doug Wagner, Create Craft Coins and Collectibles, Invisible River Ranch, Frank Mons, Des Logic, J Dog, Steve LaPointe, Doug Wagner, American Patriot, Daryl USA, anybody that I missed, Mud SWAT, anyone I missed. And don't forget to go over there to Ida's tomorrow morning if you have a chance. If you're up early in the morning, because she starts her show pretty early. And good luck to everybody. I appreciate you, and I will see you guys very soon. And let's see who the winner is in 3, 2, 1. Booyah. John Jacobs, ladies and gentlemen. Double J. You're the winner. Congratulations. Congrats to Double J. Longtime supporter. And Emil, thank you again for signing up as a Rhodium Raven. That is unbelievably cool, brother. I really appreciate that. You're welcome, brother. All right, let me close this out and say goodbye to y'all. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you, Lori Camarista. It's good to see you, hon. CM Silver, another one of the mods. That's awesome. Frank Mons. Right on, Emil. All right, guys. Like always, please make sure to take care of one another, and we'll see you real soon. RavenHawk Coins. Have a great day. And Joe must be. Forgot Joe. Sorry, Joe.